Hello everyone, Ciao Moi Noi. My name is Devendra, Ten Toila Devendra. I have been living in Vietnam for the last 3 years and I stay in Da Nang City, which is in the center of the country. An Songo, Da Nang, Quang, Ba Nam. We are presently in Ho Chi Minh City, and this video I'm going to tell you about 15 things that draw me to visit this city many times to have a change of pace, because Da Nang is beautiful. It's got everything like I've already talked about in some other videos, but Saigon is a place where you can come and feel the excitement, because it's a bustling cosmopolitan city known as the business capital of Vietnam, and it's got people from all over the world, and it's got every activity that you can think of. I'm going to begin with the topmost point, what draws me to Saigon when I come here. I always stay at Masteri, which is at Vincome's Grand Park. This is the area that we are in, and this area has got only condominiums all across the area here. And Vincome's is the one brand, and then you have Masteri, which is another brand of buildings. And Masteri, I would say, is slightly more luxurious in that they have a gym in all the buildings, and of course even in Vincome's Grand Park and in Masteri there are good swimming pools in each of the condominiums. But here you see we have a driving range for golf. We have the Vincom Mega Mall here. The Vincom Mega Mall is also just about a year old, and it's got all facilities here, including all the lovely shops and restaurants and coffee shops. And then you have the Win Wonders Grand Park, which is right here. It's an amusement park with a water park and also amusement rides. And there's a night market here, which opens every single day of the week. And there's a long night market with lovely street food. So this is the Masteri area here, and that's where I normally stay. Let's see you on the next point. Now at the Vincom Mega Mall in Thao, Dien, and this is one more of my favorite places in Ho Chi Minh City. Of course, Vincom Center in District 1 is something really that I prefer better, but I like Vincom here too in District 2, because they have a very good Winmart and it's great for grocery shopping. And of course they have a good Highlands coffee shop, and they have all the regular outlets like H&M. So it's good fun to be here, and from here we can also cross over and go to the pagoda, which I will show you next, which is one of my favorite pagodas in Ho Chi Minh City. And of course Thao Dien is well connected by the metro to District 1, and we can also take the bus from here to Vincome's Grand Park or Masteri. So it's a great connection and a great change from going to the usual District 1 hotspots. So let's take a look at Winmart, and then we'll go to the pagoda. We are now at the Minh Đăng Quang Temple in Saigon. After dodging motorcycles and all the traffic in Saigon, this is a great retreat where you can come for a few moments of peace. The Bodhi tree here is a direct descendant of the tree under which Buddha gained enlightenment 2000 years ago. It's been gifted by the Sri Lankan government. The other big attraction in this temple here are the 4 stupas. They are the biggest stupas in Vietnam. And of course, in the main hall, there's a very big wooden statue of Buddha, also the biggest one probably in Vietnam. So this temple is a refuge, a retreat to come and get some peace and gain some mindfulness in a city that is always super hyper active. So whenever I get a chance, I try to come here and just relax my mind. So we are here at the Pizza 4 Ps. Saigon is of course a city which has got lots of food options, and of course Vietnamese food is the preferred food to go to. But here in 4 Ps, you also have an example of the perfect fusion food, because you have a traditional Italian pizza with Vietnamese ingredients and flavors. So it's quite a unique experience, and it's a very popular brand here in Vietnam, Pizza 4 Ps. And whenever I get a chance, I like to come here. And this particular outlet here in District 2, I like a lot because it's got an outdoor space and an indoor space. And I was living in District 2 for a while, a few years ago. So I used to come down here often. And the pizza base is all freshly made and it's homemade here. So let's enjoy the pizza with a sangria, a red sangria here. So bon appetit, and enjoy your food wherever you are. So we are now at the landmark 81 building. It is the tallest building in Vietnam. In landmark 81, there's a hotel, there's the Vincom mall, and offices and residences. And on the topmost 3 floors, near the 81st floor, you have the sky deck with a panoramic view of Ho Chi Minh City. And this area here near the landmark 81, you have the Windhome's condominiums, and you have certain villas here, and you have Saigon's only Marina in front. And this garden itself is very popular. Currently it's raining today, and it's also the afternoon of a weekday, so it's less busy. But in the evenings and the mornings, there are a lot of people here, and on the weekends you will find a lot of people coming with their families and do barbecues. So it's a very lively atmosphere here. But even now it is quiet and peaceful and great for a walk, to get some fresh air in a city that is often called as a polluted city because it's just so big and with so much of traffic. But there are small islands of greenery within Saigon, and this is my favorite one. Along the river, you can get a view of some of the boats going down the river, and it's quite pretty. One of the best places to walk around in Saigon. So this is the marina here. You can see a few yachts, and you have the river boats going on the river here, and sometimes some boats are also ferrying some cargo. On that side is District 2, where we were earlier, at the Pizza 4 Ps, at the Vincom, and at the Pagoda. And if you go straight down, you can go to Masteri and Windhome's, quite far away from here. But this area is very nice. Coming here any time of the day, in the morning or evening, is the most ideal time to come here because it's cooler. In the afternoon, of course, it's best to go into a mall like Vincom or Uniqlo to get the air conditioning. So let's get back to District 1, the hotspot in Saigon, and explore some more places among my top 15 places in Saigon that I like to visit. So of course, for a tourist, there are many recommendations, but these are 15 with some offbeat recommendations and some that you wouldn't find so easily in guidebooks, but also containing some recommendations which are the popular ones. So my 15 choices for Saigon include the popular and some which you may or may not agree with, but that's okay. These are my 15 choices, and some of these will appeal to different kinds of people. So I've just given my list. Do mention in the comments which are your favorites from this video. And also, if you've traveled to Saigon before, or if you want to travel to Saigon later, which one would you want to visit first? We'll head out now to District 1 from landmark 81. See you in District 1 at the next spot in my list. So Ho Chi Minh City finally got its metro in December 2024, and one line is operating right now. And it's a very convenient way of transportation, and of course it's fun to be in a metro which is new and comfortable, and in the heat in Saigon you can travel in an air-conditioned mode of transport at a very reasonable price. So we are now at the Bintan metro station, which is the first and final stop of the metro, and from here one can easily access District 1 with all its wonderful attractions. So let's go and check out the many attractions on my list in District 1. We are now in District 1, and you can also come here by metro, or you can take the bus from Masteri Vincoms Grand Park. The air-conditioned bus with Wi-Fi will take you to all the Vincoms, the Vincom in District 2, the Vincom in Landmark 81, and also here the Vincom in District 1. So there you have multiple modes of good air-conditioned transport while traveling from Vincoms and Masteri to District 1 and District 2 and Landmark 81. We are talking mostly about District 1, District 2 and Landmark and Masteri, Vincoms Grand Park in District 9. But of course, Saigon is a very big city, and there are many interesting things to do here in different parts of the city. One more favorite area for people to stay is District 4, where a lot of expats are staying. And District 4 also has fabulous eateries, pubs, and interesting things to do and places to go to. But of course, District 2 is the most livable place in Saigon for expats, and that's where we had pizza at 4Ps, and the Vincom also, of course, is there, and the pagoda also we saw there. So District 2 is the most favored location. Masteri and Vincoms Grand Park are recently developed, so you find a lot more foreigners choosing to move there who are the long-term residents of Saigon. So we will now explore District 1 in detail. Let's go. And just to note that all the maps that are coming up in this video are not accurate and are not to scale. They are just indicative to give you an idea of the rough locations of the 15 top things that are there to see in Saigon according to my calculation and according to my judgment. And of course, everyone will have different options that they prefer in Saigon. The 15 things in this video are mostly about what I like to do here and what I'm recommending to you. So some of these are offbeat places, and I hope you will be able to come and enjoy them and agree with me. So we are now in District 1, and this is of course the heart of Saigon. In our video, we are focusing mostly on District 1 and on District 2 and Landmark and Masteri Vincom's Grand Park where I'm staying. But of course, Saigon is a very big place and has got many interesting things to do in other parts of Saigon too. We are currently at the Nguyen Hue Walking Street, which is one of my favorite things to do and hang out in Saigon, and it's particularly popular in the evening, this whole stretch, and you find a lot of activities going on, a lot of outdoor activities here, and it's generally a nice place to hang out in the evening. You have also the Bloom Cocktail Bar, very nearby, just across the road, and you have Fahasa, the bookshop, also here. And this Fahasa I like because it's a very big outlet and it's got tons of books, and we're also going to the book street here. But Fahasa is a bookshop where you can pick up all the latest books in Vietnamese and English languages. And I like books because I've been a writer and a journalist, and I'm also the co-author of a book of real stories, which I will talk about in the description. I'll provide the link to the book that I have written. Someday this war will end is a famous line from the movie Apocalypse Now by Francis Ford Coppola. And indeed, the war ended here, the Vietnam War, on April 30th, 1975, when a Liberation Army tank crashed through the gate here, and the final evacuation took place from the rooftop of the President's Palace at that time. Now this building is just called the Reunification Hall, or the Independence Palace. So it's such a huge landmark in Vietnam that it has to be featured in the 15 top things to do in Saigon in my video or any other video about Saigon. So we're not going to go inside the palace, which I'll leave for your visit whenever you come here. But there are beautiful halls inside, and you can see the way the war machinery operated during that pivotal moment in the history of Vietnam. And we have a beautiful boulevard here with wonderful trees where you can get some shade from the afternoon sun in Saigon. So we are now at the Saigon Notre Dame Cathedral, which was built around 1863 onwards, which is about 100 years before I was born. And it's a great reminder of the French colonial era, and it's been going through a renovation from 2017, which was interrupted by the COVID period, and therefore the renovation is now scheduled to finish by 2027, and then hopefully it will look even more phenomenal. And next to the cathedral, which is just a stone's throw away from the Independence Palace, is also the Dien, the old post office of Saigon, which is again a popular landmark for tourists. And walking from here, the Vincom Center, Dong Khoi, is also very near. So this area is very easy to walk in, and we will now go to the book street, which is very near the cathedral, and we'll continue the walk in District 1 in Saigon. So we are now at the Ho Chi Minh City Book Street, and it's right next to the cathedral, so very easy to come here. And of course, I love the book street because the book street also now is like a museum, because you don't find books in many places, and here you can find a lot of old and new books, and also a few cute cafes where you can sit and enjoy browsing through the books. I've loved reading from a very small age and reading books, so I really enjoy being in a place where you have books from all over the world. And I told you before that I'm also the co-author of a book which is a non-fiction book of 15 stories of children who are creating change around India, and I'll share a link to that book in the description. This is a nice place to hang out. I wish more young people, young children would read books. Let's continue our walk now in District 1, and we'll go to the War Remnants Museum, which I really like. Lee Etoile is a very simple eatery in District 1. It's a French restaurant, but it doesn't have the French restaurant prices. So it's wonderful to sit here on a Sunday, which is a rainy day, and enjoy a good lunch, which is also affordable. So, of course, we are in Saigon, and this is one of my favorite eateries. Not so much because the food is very fantastic or it's just a very luxurious place, but because it's a nostalgic place. It's an old restaurant, and it's got a particular ambience, and the food is reasonably good. And we also get the ravioli here, which is something that I like, and we don't get in many places. And I'm downing the ravioli with a Campari with orange juice. So it's a small treat to be here on a Sunday and enjoy a decent lunch in a comfortable place to eat. And the most popular dishes here are French chicken dishes. So as you can see that we are in a French restaurant, but I'm having Italian food. In Da Nang, of course, I enjoy Vietnamese food and fresh seafood. But when I come to Saigon, with pizza, 4 Ps, and this particular restaurant, it seems I have a tendency to favor Italian food. So, bon appetit. I hope you enjoy your meal wherever you are. And we'll go to the next spot in Ho Chi Minh after this lunch. So we are now at the Noir Spa, which is next to the French restaurant where I had lunch just now. And the Noir Spa is a massage parlor in Saigon, a massage spa where the masseurs are visually impaired. And the massage, therefore, is very unique and very nice because the masseurs are extremely sensitive, and they give a massage which is, I would say, better than a regular massage anywhere else. And it's also a meaningful experience to be able to come here and have a massage at a spa where the masseurs are blind. So this is also one of my favorite experiences here in Saigon. Of course, Vietnam has many massage spas, and they're all pretty good. But this one is very, very special. So I would recommend that any visitor coming to Saigon also experience this one-of-a-kind massage. We are now at the War Remnants Museum in Saigon, and the Remnants Museum, of course, is a reminder about how brutal, how cruel, and how unnecessary war really is. I come to war museums because my father was an Air Force officer, but the war museums are always a reminder to every visitor that peace in the world is so important and so sacred, and we should always maintain peace in the world. I hope you can visit the War Remnants Museum and see the lasting and the continuing consequences of the Vietnam War, which continued to have impact on the population for years after the war ended in 1975. So we are now at Uniqlo, which is next to the Vincom Center in District 1 in Saigon, just across the road. So very easy to come to Uniqlo. And over here we also have Muji across many floors. And it's a great place to shop for clothes in particular. And at Muji you can find very interesting things, including pens and notebooks and small eats. So there's also a small coffee shop there to sit down, and it's a great place to just chill, especially when it's raining in Saigon. It can rain often in Saigon during the afternoons, or when it's very hot. So it's good to come inside a air-conditioned shopping mall like Vincom or Uniqlo, and you can do some shopping and also just hang around and take a breather before you go back on the streets and roam around, because everything here is nearby now. All my main attractions in District 1 are very nearby, like the walking street is very close by, even the War Museum is very near, and the Notre Dame Cathedral, the Book Street, all are within 1 kilometer distance from the Vincom Center and this mall, which has got Uniqlo and Muji in it. So I like this area a lot, and in fact you find a lot of tourists here, but also all the trendy Vietnamese people, especially the younger crowd, tend to be here. Today it's raining and it's Sunday, but it's raining and it's less crowded. So it's good to record the video, but if you come here, you can also do a lot of people watching. So it's a nice place to hang out. Toi U Vietnam, Anzat U Vietnam. And so I like these pens a lot. So colorful and nice. At a time when people don't use pens much, it still makes you feel like picking up a pen and writing something. Good stationery books, and of course fabulous clothes at reasonable prices, and many other things to explore here. And if you fancy a cup of coffee, not very far, you can have a decent cup of coffee and just sit and relax here. So this is one of the better Muji outlets and better Uniqlo outlets. So that is my list of top 15 things that I like to do whenever I visit Saigon. From shopping to coffee to walking on the streets. Saigon has multiple experiences to enjoy, and every day here can be very different and exciting. And also comment about which of the top 15 things that I mentioned would you like to try whenever you visit Saigon. Take care. Goodbye. Tambiat. See you again soon. Hen Kaplai Som. Bye bye.